There goes newbie. Not quite naked. She got her harness on this morning. We're in the area behind the Walmart, well, in front of the Walmart, where people overnight. And it was funny because yesterday I was reacquainting myself with research on the UCC1 information, and somebody had posted a video about, communism and how it's coming up in the United States, and I remembered when I told a friend, they're having kids fill out forms at the school. Do your parents argue in the home? Do they do drugs? Do they drink alcohol? Do you feel safe? And my friend said, no, they can't do that. And her son turned around and said, well, yeah, I have one of those right here in my backpack, and showed it to her. Did that friend take her kids out of school? No. The latest to come out of Babylon that I had heard over the last maybe couple years was now even kids are like wanting to have video cameras in all homes, nanny cams, mandatory, to make sure kids don't get abused. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. It got me to thinking, about how willing people are to change and make a difference. And going through what I'm going through, my circumstances right now, I remember, dang, they arrested a priest in Florida for feeding homeless people hot meals on the street. It's still against the law in Florida to feed people hot meals on the street. Oh, they pop up in parking lots once in, you gotta see what days they're gonna be there and stuff like that. So people say, oh, look, see, we don't have to change the law. But inch by inch, they do it, they take it. And all the conspiracy theorists and their warnings, people don't even remember that last year Trump said, with the Great Reset, you're going to own nothing and you're going to like it. People just look at you weird like, huh? I don't remember that. How short the memories are. But sometimes real changes are made. And I've learned in my life experience, they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Well, you could say the same thing for scientists and their experiments. They're putting their hypotheses to test over and over again until they get the results they want. And I'm reminded that somebody can bring a different energy into the same action and get different results. So I'm not going to lose heart or give up. I'll let myself feel like it for a while, maybe. But in the end, hey, at least I went out fighting. Because I remember I had gathered all the links and proof after seeing the article in the main newspaper, the Bangor Daily News, about the local Blue Hill man who came up with the laptops for 7th graders program. And I researched that guy, and it turns out he was opening communist schools all over the world, and the computer program each one was geared to work with each individual's child's personality to acclimate them to communism. And so I typed it up all nice and sent it as a letter to the editor in the Bangor Daily News. And the response I got was, "You are correct. However, if you pursue this, you will be killed." I had small children back then. I wasn't ready to test that. But when I decided I was going to save the information and I went back to, recopy all the links were suddenly dead. They can do it that fast. And it is no joke. But even now, communism isn't even like a trigger word for them. They're like, oh, one thing, another, isn't that so different from the democracy? And it just astounds me. You grew up pledging allegiance to the flag for the republic for which it stands, not a democracy. And people don't know the difference. So for these people who can't even navigate their own rights or the language that is used, they don't even know where to begin to make change. And is it going to be, already people are dying on the streets. They don't need gas chambers. It doesn't have to be like Nazi Germany. We can stop using that one as an excuse, because they just let them freeze to death. There are people with cancer out here, all kinds of illness, mental diversions in thinking and perceiving, and they just roll out the body bags and take them away. And the whole reason California instituted the new law that you can't wake a sleeping homeless person is because America's treatment of those without houses that they refer to as homeless is against the Geneva Convention. So already the United States has lost authority over itself, and they're going to have to pay for these crimes if this reset, this one world order takes over. We'll see how it goes.